Okay, guys, so we're going to try to complete this today. Now, in order to do this well, I want you guys to make sure that you have all your calculations done. But I'm going to actually give you the composition of the Eisenhower, the Kennedy, the Liberty, the Morgan Silver Dollar. If you notice that the Liberty, the Standing Liberty, half dollar, and the Morgan dollar, okay, all basically 10% copper and 90% silver. And the Eisenhower and the Kennedy silver dollars aren't really silver. They're actually 92% copper and 8% nickel. So you guys are going to need to create this chart. Okay, copper, silver, and nickel. Right here is the density of those metals. All right, and then here are the different compositions. So the expected density, the way you calculate that is actually fairly simple. All right, you're going to have to. I'm going to actually redo this one. You're going to type equals. All right. The density of we're doing Eisenhower, so the density of the silver in the coin, which is open parenthesis, I click on, it's mostly silver, so I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to multiply by how much of that is copper, which is 0.9. Then I'm going to close the parenthesis. This is called doing a weighted average. And then I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to now add the density of the nickel. So it's going to be open parenthesis, the density of the metal times 8, which is the 0.8, which is the percentage of it, and that should give me the density. All right, and that says that the Eisenhower dollar should be 8.96. All right, and so if you take a look at that, it says, okay, that looks pretty good. We can do the same thing for the Kennedy half dollar. We're going to type in, we're going to click up here in the formula, equals this. I actually should open parenthesis before I do that. Open parenthesis, the copper, which is 90%, times, I'm going to select on that cell, I'm going to close it, so that tells me how much the density of the silver is in the coin, and then I'm going to add to that the density of the nickel, which is 8.9, excuse me, I have to open parenthesis when I'm doing this because I order operations, open parenthesis, nickel, times 0.08, which is 8%, enter. All right, and you notice that the expensive density of those two things is about the same. You also notice that this isn't too really far off. So what we're actually going to do is, so once we've done that for all of them, so I'm going to do the same thing for the Liberty dollar. The Liberty dollar equals the expected density. You guys haven't put the average density in there. I'm just going to do this right now. I'm going to type in equals. I'm going to go back to this form. I'm going to find the Liberty dollar where we did the average. And it looks like I haven't done that yet, so again, I've already done this before. You guys have already done this before. I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to say, well, wait a second, that's a blank page. So this page right here equals the average, of all the guys above it. And I did the wrong place. I'm a dope. Okay, so guys, you're going to just have to ignore me here. The average density here, I got to do this again because I was on the wrong column because I'm in a hurry, equals form responses, this right here, and that's the average density. The Liberty dollar, I don't know what your density is. You're going to have to select your density by going back. Say, for example, I'm Myra. Let me pick this one here. All right. But then what I do is I say, okay, so what is the expected density going to be? It's going to be equals. I know it's a Liberty dollar, so I'm going to say, okay, open parenthesis, its density is going to be the density of silver times the percentage of it, I'm sorry, the density of copper times the percentage of which copper, which is 10%, plus, now these guys are significantly more silver, open parenthesis, click on this guy, times, click on this, that's the amount of silver, and you'll notice that there's a little bit of a difference here. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate how far we came off. All right. So what we're going to do is You guys are going to fill in the rest of this. You're going to get the expected density, and then I'm going to actually show you what you're going to do. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to go equal. This one is going to be the error. And what you guys are going to do is you're going to go, okay, error equals the expected density, minus your density, and that's going to tell me how far off I was. All right? And then, so then I can just actually take this and I can drag this down, and when I fill in that information, all will be good. All right? So, my density minus the error. Okay, so we're going to just leave that as it is right now. So this should be it. You should be fine from this point. I would like you at least to be able to calculate how much error you had in your calculations. All right? Thank you very much.